And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
What's goody, YouTube? How's everyone doing? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to yet another live reaction video. If you're new here for the first time, my name is TMR, and since you clicked on this video, you might as well subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave your comments down below, and enjoy this reaction video. What's goody, YouTube? What's good, TMR gang? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to yet another live reaction video. I'm your girl, TMR. Thank y'all so much for stopping what you were doing and meet me over in this daggone break room, y'all. Oh, boy. All right, y'all. Y'all see the title. Child, don't shoot the messenger. Because the message is already out here. Child, a mess. You hear me? A whole entire mess. What's up, break room? So, y'all, we talked about what was it? Was it a month ago? I don't even, was it November, December? You know, it had came out on the internet that the apartments that Peach is living in, they filed eviction on her, and she was able to pay the money to put a stay on the eviction. Well, apparently she's paid that amount and then paid her January's amount. It was in December? Okay, yeah, so it wasn't even, okay, so yeah, it was December. Right, because she was like a couple weeks before she was getting ready to have those twins. She ended up having the twins, was it Christmas Eve? And y'all know the twins are in ICU, and they're still there. Hey, Pearl. Hey, Vaughn. Hey, everybody. Hey, Wicked. Hey, Renee. Well, now, y'all, the courts have decided to not to let her stay. Although she's paid the money, what she was, the month that she was behind, and then the previous month, the following month, which was January, uh, apparently the court said, you got to go. And all I kept thinking was, well, why would they do that? Like, why would they take her money and still make her go? I'm like, they can do that? Well, obviously they can. It's the court of law and it happened. So I was thinking, huh. So then I really got to thinking. I said, once Peach's address got out there, I said, maybe, and I'm not saying this could be the reason. I said, but maybe once the apartments was getting so many phone calls regarding, because they know where she lives at, that could be a reason why the apartment say, well, you've already breached the contract. Because essentially, once they filed eviction on her, although they accepted her money, she still breached the contract. So, and apparently Peach had wrote a couple of statements involving, her being able to remain in the apartment. Well, apparently today, officially today, they said, no, we want you gone. We want you out of there. You can't stay. You can't fulfill your lease, basically. Yes, Nisha. So here's my thing, y'all. I am thoroughly confused on what Peach got going on. I know a lot of people, we've all said that Peach likes the trauma, the drama effect of it all, the whole trauma dumping on the internet. But y'all, this is imagine, now listen to me when I say this. Imagine being a mother of 9 children. You just had a set of twins not even 30 days ago. They're still in the hospital trying to gain weight so they can be released from the hospital. You got CPS involved in your life. Um, Again, there's been calls, numerous calls on Peach Now they're saying that the children, Peach did a video. She had to take her kids to the CPS office where they had to get medical examination because there's been calls saying that the children are medically neglected, malnutrition, and and some other things that's being said. You got all this going on. You got two babies that are not even 30 days old, you know, struggling in the NICU, and now you got to find somewhere to go. Now you have to find somewhere to go. For the longest, I've always thought, why didn't Peach ever buy a house? Now, again, not to be in that woman's pockets, but you can't help to be in her pockets because she talks about her pockets so much on the internet. Why didn't she buy a house? You again, not to count your pockets, but you can't help to count it because when you talk about it and show it on the internet, she's bought vehicles. She bought wood that truck cash a couple years ago. She's taking trips. We know about the casino runs, losing all that money in the casino. And again, this is her money, but it just makes you think as a woman, as a black woman watching this lady on the internet literally go from Section 8 to six figures. Peach, how many of y'all can lose thousands and thousands of dollars and within 30 days get that back and then some? There's people who have went to the casino and lost all their money and unalived themselves because they have no way to get that money back. Peach, on the other hand, could go jack off $8,000, $10,000 and just make a fool of herself on the internet for 30 days and get that back and then some. But it's the fact that that woman never purchased property. Peach did all those videos of come look at this four-bedroom uh, uh, custom home. Come look at this three-bedroom, five-bedroom. She did all these videos. She all in other states. I remember they was in Georgia looking at how that but you did all this looking at houses, but you never bought one. So the reality is the money that Peach used to make, I don't think it's obvious, y'all, she don't make the money that she used to make. She makes money, but then she doesn't make, because you remember how she used to brag about all the money she was making on Facebook? Child, you ain't heard her whisper Facebook in well over a year. Said, might see if Section 8 accept her again. And you know what the sad part is about it? Peach has done so much on this internet because this is what she does. This is what she chooses to do to provide for her family, that she's at the point she can't even stop. She got to keep going. Like she literally has to keep going. There is no way that anybody can make me believe that Peach got two, three, $400,000 sitting somewhere in a bank account, even if it's an offshore account. And I'm just throwing offshore out there. Nobody can make me believe that this woman got a plethora of money sitting somewhere. She's not. She doesn't even strike me as the type. All I can say is everything we have watched Peach buy, with what she showed us, everything you Woods truck along. I remember when she went and bought that truck. I think that what truck was like $60,000 cash, $70,000 cash. Child, you could have put another, I don't know, $100,000 with it and went and bought you a house with no problem. I'm pretty sure even if she would have got a fixer upper like Keisha K. Lee did, well, not as bad as Keisha did when that first house Keisha bought, even if you wouldn't did and got you a fixer upper, all the money we have watched her just splurge with. She could have used that money to do some home improvements on the home. Because if all else fails, child, you got you a place to live with 9 kids. And here's the other baffling part about this. This man that is her husband that she birthed these kids with is sitting back watching all this unfold. So does Wood, like, literally? We know that he don't say much, but he literally not open his mouth? Now we definitely know he opened up his legs, but do he not open his mouth and be like Peach or Peaches? Yeah, we can't keep doing this. At the end of the day, I'm tired of packing up. Let's at least keep this 3-bedroom townhouse. And let's be honest, that was too small, but at least it was a roof over their head. Does he not does he not say anything? It's the fact that he's going along with how everything is happening. It's the fact that he sits and watches her throw all this money away at the casino and taking trips. Because let's be honest, we understand family vacations. We understand vacations, right? We get that. But y'all, we're not gonna be vacationing and we got an apartment that our whole family can't really live in it comfortably. Bump Disney World. He probably do. I like Peach, but she's out of control. And you know what? I was having a conversation with a friend and they was like, I feel sorry for the kids. I don't even feel sorry for those kids because I'm gonna tell you why. And this is why I don't. Because those kids, like, they got a lot of family. Although Peach has talked about people on the internet on both sides, Wood's family and hers as well. But those kids still have family. They was just over to Peach's mama house a couple of weeks ago. So it's not like the kids are going to be thrown out into the cold. That's not going to happen. But how can we feel empathy and sympathy for the children when the parents keep putting them in these very unfortunate positions? Not only that, Gregory McKay, the oldest boy, he's in school. How embarrassing is it to go to school? Ah, man, y'all getting put out again? It's like, do they not? To me, it's all they think about is money, and y'all don't think about your children and their privacy. Like, do the internet literally got to know everything that's going on in your home, other than the times when you and Wood are laying up with each other? Like, I don't understand how ignorant these people portray themselves on the internet. And it's so much of it, y'all. I can't consume all of this because there are days where I'm like, oh no, honey. I don't want to watch y'all. I don't even, it's not even entertaining anymore. It's pitiful and pathetic. There's not even any entertainment in any of this. Real life be real lifing for people. But a lot of times, a lot of the stuff that happens to you, it's because of the decisions you make that make your situation the way it is. You say she's selfish. What you say? Nita said, "Girl, they always over there laying up." And my thing is this too, and I don't mean to be rude when I say this, and I'm not trying to be insensitive when I say this, but what is it? Has it been what Peach's last three or four pregnancies? This most recent pregnancy, the one before that, like, I think I've seen her have like 3 kids on the internet. All of those kids end up going to the NICU before they can even go home. Doing fine, Lynn. Like, what is going on that you're carrying these babies, and when it's time for you to birth them, and we understand there are times where children are born and they have some type of conditions, health conditions, and they have to go to the NICU, right? We know that happens. Well, that's true, cross lady. So my thing is, what is going on where you're delivering these babies and they keep having to go to the NICU? And y'all, I'm gonna be honest with you, that I really thought about that. I'm like, what is going on? It's the singleton birth, then now the twin births, and it's like her last 3, 4 pregnancies. So I don't know. I don't know if it. Mm, I don't know, y'all. Like I said, this stuff is not even entertaining anymore. It's actually very sad. And again, Peach being on the internet, making it, getting a chance at the finances that she's been able to get a hold of, being a content creator, and the fact that she so carelessly handled her money, and now you got these sweet babies in the NICU. You got these other 7 kids looking at you, and well, let's say 8, because I'm sure Wood looking at her too, like, what we gonna do, Peaches? Where we gonna go? And the last when she got evicted last year in 2024, around the summertime of 2024, she made it like she had already had somewhere to go, so she wouldn't really. I'm pretty sure Peach wasn't expecting this one. She wasn't expecting it. And in her video that she did where she took the kids to the CPS for their medical checkup with CPS, she mentioned that they were going to go to Tampa to look for a bigger vehicle. And she said that she believes she could find a vehicle in Tampa that would be within her budget. She could find a more budget friendly vehicle. She said she was looking at like an 8-passenger vehicle. And I said to myself, huh, now I said I haven't heard Pete say the word budget in the same sentence as money in a long time. Because what budget do you have when you budget all your when you throw not budget, but you throw all your money away at the casino? What oh, you got a budget? Oh, okay, girl. Well, what budget is that? I said when I heard her use the word within her budget, I said, yeah, them coins is getting a little tight over there, huh, sis? Well, I mean, my God, like, look how you have thrown so much money away. And the fact that God, in my opinion, has blessed her with the opportunity to kind of recoup that money back over and over and over again, you know, there's a lot of people that don't get opportunities like that. And then you're one that was blessed with that opportunity and you still can't do right. Pearl said, I'm sort of new to Peach McIntyre's life. I went back and binge watched some of her old videos to catch up. And to me, stress would definitely be a factor. She doesn't take care of herself. No, you can tell she doesn't take care of herself. You never hear Peach say that she's going to get a checkup. Um, when she was pregnant with, I think his name is Wonderful. Um, she would do videos where she was going to her doctor's appointments when she was pregnant with Wonderful. That was the baby that she said, when the baby was still in the womb, that he could possibly be born with half a brain. I never really heard any more updates about that, about his medical condition. But at this point, if you share that, then I would just assume you just gonna finish the story out. And so I never heard any more about that. But I would peek in on Peach from time to time, and if it was something to having to do with her pregnancy, I don't remember seeing too many videos, if any, with this very recent birth that she had of the twins, of her mentioning anything about going to doctor's appointments. She did that to go viral, never said anything, yeah. She said, I knew she was going to have to move. It's too many kids in a 3 bedroom, and she didn't put them on the lease or her husband. Yeah, so apparently the lease that she has only has her name on it. Now, y'all know typically when you're in an apartment, you have to list everybody on the lease. Everybody. And typically, anybody over the age of 18, especially because her and Wood are married, they would have to both fill out an application as separately, right? Anybody over the age of 18. So, based off the documents that were put out, neither her name was, she was the only one on the lease. Even Wood, her husband, who is actually the other adult in the home, is not even on the lease. And essentially, when you fill out applications, they ask you on the application, list how many people will be residing in the home. The fact that she didn't even put any of the kids because she knew better, because those, especially in those very expensive apartments that she was living in, it wasn't like Peach was down there at the trap, okay, or down there at the bando. All right. And those very expensive apartments that she was living in, yeah, she would have put on there 7 children plus 2 adults, 9 people in the 3 bedroom. They were like, oh nah, girl, this ain't big enough for you. You need something a little bigger. So that's obviously, anytime that you can't even put down all your kids, Chrissy, anytime you can't put down all your kids that are residing in your home on the lease application, like that's kind of like, girl, you can't even put down how many kids you got living in the home because you don't want these people telling you no. But here's my thing. But when you were getting all that money, when you were making all that money back in 2020, 2021, 2022, and even 2023, when you were making all that money, you should have bought you a house, Peaches. Then you wouldn't have to lie on a rental application. Because let's be honest, you own that house, girl. If you wanted 17 people in a 2 bedroom, who gonna say something to you? The bank ain't coming over there doing no checkups every 6 months, check and see how many people living up in the house. Girl, you a homeowner. That's your house. You can either have it all the way full or very empty. That's on you. But when you're living in an apartment, you have to abide by the rules of the apartment. And typically they say no more than 2 people per room. So, like I said, y'all, I was just like, girl, you got too much going on, Peach. Now this ain't even funny anymore. This is not even comical. This is not even funny. Lady, you got way too much going on. And here you now you gotta figure out your living situation, plus these twins that you got to run up to see at the hospital, not including the 7 that's at the house that needs attention as well too. This is beyond. This is ridiculous. And my thing is, how long is we gonna keep living like this? Like, when do you get to the point and you just say, you know what? Let me act like a damn adult. Let me act like a responsible adult and handle my business, especially when I got the money to handle it. It's a difference when you don't have the money to handle your adult situations, but it's different, right? Because you ain't got the money. But when you an adult and you got the money and you still not handling your adult situations, and we can't go on, I know a lot of people say, Peach loves her kids and she's a good mother to her kids. And, yeah, she may not be, physically harming them. She feeds them, she clothes them, she takes them places. Yes, she does that. But when you put them in a position to where you got to keep telling them we got to move, like what we used to say about Chrissy, when you keep doing that, when you don't have to do it, like again, I could see if her and Wood were in the military, that would be totally different. Baby, the only thing they doing is fighting to get up out that bed every morning. That's the only thing they over there fighting. They ain't fighting no wars. They ain't doing none of that. And it's just like, and just Wood is just along for the ride. Baby, I wish I would. And it's like, sir, do you have no shame? Like, when do you get up and say, you know what, Peach, let me get up and let me get a hustle? It's the fact that Peach never allowed, because I remember them saying at one point Wood had some like car washing business. It's like you wanted Wood to invest in you and your dreams, which is social media, and he did that. But why not allow that man to invest in something too, so he y'all could you can have something else to fall back on? It's the fact that she's made all this money throughout the years. You bought this man a big ass pickup truck, and let me say this. Everybody in America know anytime you got a pickup truck, baby, that's instant money. All y'all from back in the hood, y'all already know. You got a pickup truck. Oh, baby, that's instant money. Oh, you never broken. You got a pickup truck because there's always gonna be somebody need to move. It's always gonna be somebody need something hauled. You got a pickup truck, baby. That's instant coin. And he ain't making no money off that truck. None. Baby, I couldn't even wait till the morning to get up here on this. I was just like, "What is going on?" I said, "Peach, I'm about more sick and tired of hearing about your eviction situation than Chrissy's. I mean, at least with Chrissy's situation, she ain't got a lot of money. So we kind of, let's be honest, y'all. At this point, we can kind of understand Chrissy because Chrissy didn't have no lot of money. She didn't have the money like Peach. So you just now that we look at it, because now we got somebody to compare Chrissy to. Okay, well, Chrissy didn't have the money Peach had. Like she was making money, but she wasn't making the money Peach. So you kind of be like, all right, girl, because you're not really making a whole bunch of money over there. But Peach making it hand over foot. So there is no excuse why this lady shouldn't have. And again, I can't obviously, y'all. Obviously, I can't tell this woman what to do. But let's be honest, y'all. This just be a logical thinker. Logically thinking, how many of you guys just put yourself in Peach's shoes just for a moment? Okay, I know a lot of you guys don't even want to stand next to her, let alone put on her shoes. But figuratively, put yourself in her shoes for a moment. How many of y'all in your current financial situation right now and was able to come up on a situation like Peach herself, how many of you guys would not have invested in the one most important thing that we all so desire is a roof over your damn head? The fact that y'all remember when Peach had the content house, the fact that you took the initiative to go get a content house and spend additional money on an apartment when you could have took however months lived there, you could have took that same money and invested in something that can't nobody take away from you unless you just literally default on your mortgage. Hey, Manja. Yes, of course she could, because you know you're a mom of several children. See, mothers, especially the moms with several children, five, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Yeah, y'all definitely thinking like that. Y'all, you guys are definitely thinking like that. And then I think about, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm just jumping back and forth because I'm just like so baffled. Now that she has these children that's in the NICU, the twins that are in the NICU, then she has other, small children at home. Then she has a son that has special needs. I think his name is Choice. Then she has him. It's like, Peach, It's one of you and one of Wood. Even if Wood say, okay, Peach, you handle the twins when the twins come home. You handle the twins and I handle everybody else. Wood being one person, in my opinion, is not going to be able to be attentive to all those different personalities. Hell, he don't even got a personality his damn self. I don't know, y'all. I don't understand how people don't look to their future. Everybody living for the moment. Nobody's even hoping and thinking that 20 years from now I'll still be living and breathing. Or not only that, in the event that something happens to me, what can I leave my children? So if anything I can relieve them of is a place to live. Because Peach could have bought her something cash, even if it wasn't a brand new home built from the ground up. She could have went and got her a fixer upper, and definitely, I'm pretty sure Wood know a lot of people around the way that could have helped. A carpenter, electrician, a plumber. I'm pretty sure they know some folks around the city of Tampa that would have got together, long as they bought the materials, got together and helped them fix up whatever. And then no matter what, that's her house. And if Peach felt like, okay, well, I've outgrown this house, let me sell this one and go get a bigger house or a better house, or let me just keep this and let's build my real estate portfolio. I'm gonna keep this house and then I'm gonna go get a bigger house. Like, wouldn't that be? It's the fact that she was teaching people at 5 and 6 o'clock in the morning mindsets, and you ain't even got one. Girl, these people be so funny to me, honey. They be so funny to me. You over here teaching people mindsets, and you ain't even got one. I don't get it. Yeah, it is, Shonda. It's way too much. You say, is this a Peach Patch channel? No, baby, this is a reaction channel. We watch stuff on the internet and we get over here and we talk about it. Hey, Monique, I don't even know what a Peach Patch channel is. She said, my channel, my life, that's the problem. Now she doesn't believe in God. That's why the way she is now. That's what I was thinking too, rapping. Get her, you saying a triple wide? I didn't even know they had a triple wide. I've heard of a double wide. I was thinking that too, because that's definitely, um, I'm sure there's plenty of those in the state of Florida where people, get land and put them a double wide. Reppin said a triple wide. I don't know if there's a such thing as a triple wide. I don't know if you're being funny, or if there actually is such thing as a triple wide. And they, I think I said this to you guys before. I've been in some that were beautiful, 4 bedrooms, garden tubs, big old kitchen, big living rooms. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. And she definitely, I mean, if you squoze you and your family in a 3 bedroom apartment, surely you could squeeze them in a 4 bedroom double wide. I don't know, Nisha. I have no idea. I don't know. You sometimes you just can't pay attention to some of these people on the internet. Girl, you just gotta see what they saying and shake your head and keep it pushing. Maja said we don't even care that much to be a peach patch channel. Maja said a peach patch channel, right, girl? Peach said in one of her lives that all her babies were in the NICU except Gorgeous. Ruth King, wow. All of her children at one point, well, obviously when they were born, were in the NICU except Gorgeous, which is her only daughter. So 1 out of 9 children were all babies that had to go to the NICU before they went home. Wow. I'm like, what's really going on with her though? Like, sis, what's going on with your insides that that you're I mean, I'm gonna be honest. If I would I want to say this without triggering anyone or insulting anyone, because that's never my intentions. But if I was a woman that was birthing children, and I had to, because nobody wants to see anybody suffer, especially your own flesh and blood, right? And if I was a woman and I had a multitude of children, I'm gonna say five. I'm gonna just use the number five, and all those kids had to go into the NICU. Me personally, I would be scared to keep getting pregnant. You know, that's just me. I would be scared to keep birthing children, knowing that ultimately these births end up where they have to go to the hospital or stay in the hospital, excuse me, before they can come home. And then two, you don't know when they're going to be able to come home. I don't know if I would keep trying to birth children when I can't necessarily tell somebody, oh girl, you got enough kids. I mean, I can't say that because it's not my body and I can't police anybody's body. But I'm just speaking on, you know, thinking about the children and what it would take to take care of a child. Because sometimes, those children, not all the time, there are times that children that go into the NICU for an extended amount of time, sometimes they come and they have ongoing issues moving forward that obviously, takes a lot of one-on-one as a parent to handle. Um, Lynn said, well, you ain't got to say it, I say it. Lynn said, sis, don't even worry about it. I got you. I don't know. Me personally, I wouldn't have kept getting pregnant. I just wouldn't have. I would have loved on the ones that was here. Thank God for allowing me to bear children. And I wouldn't have kept trying to get pregnant knowing that all my pregnancies, my babies end up in the NICU for whatever those reasons are. I know for a fact I wouldn't do it because I'm not a selfish person. So you know, I wouldn't keep doing that. Audra said Peaches started having kids young, so that probably why she has issues with incomplete cervix. Or is that what you said? Incomplete cervix to be able to gain full pregnancy, to go full pregnancy. But didn't she go full pregnancy with these twins? Jasmine said because that was a tactic to keep wood, and really, it's overhearing on her, and it backfired. He still cheats. Yeah, I mean, apparently he's out there cheating or was cheating, is cheating, whatever the situation is. And I understand she loved wood and she said his wood is so good. But my God, you know, the fact that he can't do anything other than babysit and maybe, pick up a broom and cook some meals for her. Like whatever happened to the men that actually go out and work and bring home the bacon. Like men don't do that anymore. Those men don't exist anymore. Like whatever happened to that? Men, like, your wife has 9 children, all 9 of them yours. And let's not forget, we cannot forget that Wood has children outside of Peach. See, y'all be forgetting y'all because all y'all see is Wood and Peach, right? And the kids they have together. You also have to remember Wood has children outside of the ones he has with Peach. So Peach has 9 with him, but Wood probably has an upwards of 14, maybe even 15 kids combined with Peach's kids and the women he's had children with outside of Peach. So y'all got to remember that too. Yeah, Wood's not just a father to 9. He had a few of them before he got with Peach, and then apparently he's had a few during Peach. Okay, so you can't forget that either. That man has a lot of responsibilities, and the fact that Peach doesn't feel like he needs to work to take care of all his responsibilities, including hers as well. So, in my opinion, shows how selfish she is. Every time she catch him cheating, she get pregnant. Since I believe Peach has some kind of infection that she never got taken care of. It just has infected her womb in some kind of way. Oh my God. Mm, that's horrible. Call them glue babies. That's what happened when you put a man first before God. Yeah, at the end of the day, like I said, what's Peach's next move? I guess at this point, y'all, all we got to do is keep watching and stay tuned. Oh, because she definitely going to tell us about it. I mean, she has to. At this point, Peach has made a living of putting her business out here, you know? And how long is this going to run for her? Child, who knows at this point. But at this very moment, I mean, she damn near need to keep going for at least another 15, 20 years. Okay? She gonna have to keep going for another 15 to 20 years. Hopefully she has the stamina for all of this. Um, we're just tuning in watching. She lives this life in real life. And I just wonder wherever Peach is right now. Prayerfully she's up there at that hospital with them babies. Me personally, I do understand she has other children at home, but that's why Wood should be able to hold the fort down, and she just she's hold up hostage at that hospital with those twin babies. I don't think I would be able to leave mines. Although I know I have other children at home, but Peach is not a single mom. She has a husband. Wood would be there holding those children down, and then when Wood wants to come and visit with the kids, then that's when would get somebody to watch the kids, or maybe ask Peach's mom if she could take them over, if the kids can go over there for a little bit. And then, would come up there and spend a couple hours with the babies. And then he goes back and pick the kids up wherever he dropped them off at and go on back home and figure it out from there. But me as a mother, if I was Peach, I don't even see how she's able to leave that hospital and lead them there. I know at some time you do have to step out and get some air and kind of clear your mind so you can think a little properly. But and I believe the children are struggling to gain weight from one of the YouTube shorts that I seen of Peaches. One of the or not one of them. I think, well, yes, I believe one of them is having issues of gaining weight. I don't know what their other medical issues may be, you guys. I haven't really tuned in like that to get the details. But apparently both of them have some more growing to do. And until that happens, they can't leave the hospital. And they've been there since December the 24th. Um, she said Wood don't even hold the twins. I mean, Wood's so goofy, he probably think he gonna break them. If Peach can hold him and hold him in her bosom, Wood can't do the same thing. You said you feel bad for the kids. Well, like I said before, I think those kids, I know those kids will be all right, whatever the outcome will be. Although Peach has talked bad about her family, the kids didn't have anything to do with that. That was the mama running her mouth. Okay, that had nothing to do with the kids. I don't feel like the family would take it out on the children. But Peach, I don't think Peach really trusts a lot of people in her family. Although she's had words with her mama, apparently she trusts her mama more than she would trust anybody else. So, because the mother just had them a few weeks ago over there. I believe she had all the kids, all seven of them. Obviously she didn't have the twins, but I believe she had all seven of the children. That's a lot, you guys. I don't know. I mean, at this point, this is Peach, raggedy redemption of her life. It's very sad, in my opinion, pathetic. That, and I'm just gonna keep going back to this because this is the part that I think about the most. As a black woman who was on welfare Section 8, I remember Peach telling us a story where she was sitting on the bus stop catching a bus to go somewhere, and Wood rode past in a car. He was in a vehicle. This was obviously y'all several years ago. He was in a vehicle, and she said that her and her kids were sitting on the bus stop waiting on the bus, and Wood rode past them and basically laughed at her sitting on the bus stop. So this is the same woman that went through situations like that, and then within a few years, you were able to embark on this thing called social media and do really well for yourself. And at this very current moment, she talks about going to get a car and she has to stay within her budget. And y'all know 2 years ago, budget wasn't even in her sentence. That woman was spending money like it grew leaves on trees. So, oh my God. So, anyway, you guys, that's the latest. Apparently, she has to go. I guess we'll, because she's not going to not post. So, I guess she'll talk about it here soon or when she goes live in some strange location. We're just going to say that's the Airbnb that they're at until they can figure out another situation. All right, you guys, that's my time. We're going to be back tomorrow in the morning for another break room conversation. I got a couple videos I want to bring to y'all. Thanks for y'all coming in, tuning in. Can y'all make sure y'all hit the like button on the way out the door? I would really, really appreciate if y'all can hit the like button. And I'll see you guys in the next one, honey. Remember, sub what you love. Bye. Good night, y'all.